Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping. I'm sorry I've been missing for a while. I had to get a new computer and a new video camera, and this is how we're going to try to do it. Hopefully I'm getting it right this time because had quite a few trial and errors. But if you are new, thank you so much for stopping in. From here on out, it should be much better because my camera doesn't have a cord that will fall off. So that's a good thing. And if you come every week, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thursdays at 4 are when I usually go live. So today I'm doing a pre-recorded so that I can get this card finally done. And I'm going to go ahead and flip you over, but make sure you stay tuned because I have ways of you to get this PDF for this card just by signing up for my newsletter. All right, so hold on one second. Oops, so sorry. We are trying there. Okay, yay! So I've already done some of this, so I'm just going to go over it really quick with you. You're going to start off with a piece of 8 by 8. Let me see if I can get you up a little bit higher since this seems to be really close. Well, at least I can get the whole thing in there. All right, so sorry, I want it to be straight. Okay, so we're going to put this in, and you're going to use your score thing, your scoring blade, and you're going to set it to 4, and you're going to score it. Turn it, score it again. Then you're going to come up to the top where you have these two, like where the two scores meet. You're going to line those up into your channel for your cutter. Makes it much easier to use your trimmer on this. And making sure you have your score blade, score. And then you're going to turn it this way and do the same thing from score to score. And do that. Then you're going to put it at 4 inches. Come down with your cutter and trim that bottom piece. So now it's a flap. So now you have this and you have 2 score lines. All right. So we are going to go ahead and fold this, making sure that it's straight. I am going to use my bone folder. And so far that looks really well. Good. All right. We're going to fold it on every single score line so that everything is ready. All right. So this is how it goes. We're going to decorate this real quick. I am using DSP 2 up here and 2 down here. And let's see, kind of like that better. And then we have this piece for the front and this for the other card piece. So we're going to put those aside for right now. What I need to do is trim this so that it will fit on both sides of this. So when we look at it, you know that you have to go from this top left corner to the top right corner with your trimmer. Top left to top or bottom right. Whoop. You move one side and then they both move, so you have to make sure. All right, so we have that, and now the next one will go from the top right corner to the bottom left. You just have to make sure you get those right. Correct. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put these down real quick. I am going to use liquid glue because that gives me a little bit of wiggle room, and that's always, whoops, that's always a good thing. All right. Do the same here. Did you see how that wiggle room came in really good, or came in handy? I didn't get the glue all the way to the edge, so we've got to make sure. All right, now we're going to do this one. Make sure that we have them correct. Yes. So I have tried this since my last fiasco when I had to do it 3 times. And I apologize for that. I just hope you guys decided to come back because I really love doing this and I love having you watch me live. But we're going to try this today, just doing this, and then next week we'll be back and I'll do a live one. So I have something very nice in store. All right. So now we have that, and you can tell that these bend. Whoop, let me move this so that you can see these bend. That's what we want. And then we're going to do these, and I'll do this real quick. And I got some on the paper, but that's not a big deal. Let's see. Whoop. Okay. Okay, so now our base is done. It now looks like this. Now we're going to do our stamping real quick. And I have that right here. So we're going to emboss, which I love to do. I wanted to show you, whoops, the embossing toolkit. It does not come with Versamark or the embossing powder, but it comes with a big embossing buddy, a brush, a tweezer so you don't burn your fingers, and this cool tray that I use constantly. So, and if you didn't know, embossing buddies are extremely helpful for flyaways, especially on any color other than clear, which I guess clear is not a color. But I really like to make sure that it's really saturated with the embossing buddy. Then I bring in the Versamark. Look how pretty that is. And then we are going to do this. And the flowers. Can't really see it yet, but we're going to put it in this tray and pour the powder over it, and it should be gorgeous until we go ahead and emboss it. But see how I've got little flyaways there? It's not going to matter too much because I have a die I'm going to use, but we definitely, whoops, I kind of took a little bit off of that spot. Okay, just don't get too close. So this came in really handy, and we're going to go ahead and hold this, and then I'm going to heat set it until it's shiny. So let me show you what it looks like when it's done. Hopefully you can see, oh, see how shiny that is on both. All right, So we're going to go ahead. I will pour that back in later. We're going to go ahead and color this. And I know I did this on video last time, but we're going to have to do it again because I couldn't get it to post. So I want everybody to be able to see this. I'm telling you, going from one computer to the other is extremely difficult. So I'm starting with Pool Party because that is the color that is in here. And so we want to use the same colors that make sense, that will go with it. And what was I going to say? Be sure to subscribe, and I was telling you how to go ahead and get the PDF for this. Go to my blog, tedderbearstamping.com, and all of my PDFs that I do on video go to my newsletter. So if you sign up now, you'll be able to get this PDF, which is awesome. And because I'll probably be sending it out either next week or the week after. And I just don't want you to miss out. All right, so now we're going to use I'm just going to do the leaves really quick. And I'll just show you a few, and then I'm going to show you how I finished it, because you guys know how to color, right? So I always do dark first and only a part, and then when I come to color it again, I start right where I ended. Don't go back over what you did before, because then that leaves it not as dark. You just go over a little bit so that it blends. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the finished. See how pretty that is? And with it embossed, it's even better. I am going to fussy cut this because I do not have my the dies right here. So I'm just going to do it really fast while you're watching. It probably would have been faster to get the machine, but then I would have had to squish it in here. So we're just going to go with it. And this doesn't matter because the plant is going over it. All right. Okay, I do want to get in here, so I'm going to try very hard just to get, there we go. Whoop. Just got to get my little snip in there, and then we can move on. There we go. But this set does come with dies, and this is called the Country Flowers set. All right. And of course, if you die cut it, it's going to look a lot more smooth. I'm just going to do the circle here and go from there. Just get close to the edges. Okay. Just makes it a little bit easier. I'm a little nervous. All right. So this card does look like it would be harder than it is, but it's not. It's pretty fun. And I wanted to be able to have more than just a fancy fold, so I made it into a full card too. And did you know if you buy scissors from me and you live close by, I make you these to where you can, whoops, I make these so that you can see what, that is your set of scissors, so nobody will no one will borrow them and take them home because it's got your initial on it and really pretty beads. It's just fun. I just like to do things for people that are coming to my in-person class. So if you live in North Carolina and near Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point, Kernersville, I'm in Kernersville. We're kind of in the middle of everything. All right, I'm almost done. This is going to take a little bit longer because I had to fussy cut. All right, let's get all that out. Whew. Okay, so we had a die that I cut, and this is from the Everyday Details die. I want it to go here, and we have a piece of pecan pie. Yeah, I think so. That's 1/2 inch by 3, and you're going to score it at 1 and 2 inches, and then you're going to make it into a Z. So when you fold it, you have the Z like that. See if you can see that. Okay. So the top of the Z goes onto the bottom of this. So we're going to go ahead and put some adhesive on that. Cat hair is not supposed to be there. All right. And we're going to put this at the bottom where we want this. Then we're going to put tape on the top of the Z, and we're just going to lay it right here for now and have it pointing towards this corner. All right, so what we're going to do is it's going to twist up and fold like that. We have this other piece that I'm going to put dimensionals on. Now my PDF does walk you through and gives you pictures of everything. So make sure you subscribe and go to sign up for my newsletter. All right, so this is supposed to be like your stopper. So we're going to put that right there. We're going to bring in, and I cut it all up. Here, I'll do it on here. We're going to do a sentiment that I'm going to fussy cut, and that is called, let's see, right here, Sending Love. And I'm going to do that in, we'll just do it in Memento since that's what I've been using. On my sample, it was in the pool party. So I'm just gonna trim this so that we can get it. Whew. Not yet, I'm on the video. All right, sorry, my husband was asking me a question. The perils of doing videos at home. There, all right. So this is gonna go right on there because we have to, whoops, right on there so that we can know that people, you know, they can have a little sending love thing. So we're gonna put some liquid glue on that. And now I'm going to go ahead and close this so that we can put this together real quick. So we're just going to use a bead of glue right here on the end and put, let's see, I want this to look right. Let's go with that. A little bit too much glue. All right, and then you're going to turn it over. That's just going to help hold it. And we're going to put dimensionals on to over both layers so that we have it. Whoa. Okay. All right, so let's slide this back in. This is all up on dimensionals. We're going to turn this so that we know where our potted plant needs to go. And it goes right on there. So now you're wondering, what does this do and why do we have all this? Well, we are going to fold this in like this. It's going to have that. And then these go to the side. Isn't that pretty? So what you got to make sure that you do is find out which piece goes on the bottom. And so that's this one. So we're going to go ahead and bring in this. First off, let's, sorry, this is our card base. So I'm going to put this on there, and I want this here, but I want to stamp this. I am going to go ahead and put this on, and we'll stamp it before we put anything else on it. I'm going to do the best friend ever. And hopefully, there, that looks good. Oh, that's not where it goes. It's gonna go, excuse me. This goes on here. So that was a practice. I have a little bit of glue right here. I want to get my eraser. Oh well, we'll get it later. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and fold this up. This is the bottom. So we want to make sure that when we go to open it, I have it on the right side. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on, and then we'll stamp it. It's a good thing I didn't make too big of a mistake. We can totally go out and you wouldn't even know it was there. All right, so I wanted it to be the same as the top. So that's why I went ahead and cut the same. And I have it too long here, so we're gonna go ahead and trim that. All right. Now we have that, we're going to go ahead and put this on. So this to me is like a double card. Make sure. Yes. All right. There we go. Now, whoops. Hold on. We're going to take that back off. Woo! Come on, come on, come on. You can do this if you do it quick. I forgot ribbon. How are we going to tie this up without the ribbon? All right, now we can go ahead and put this on. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. Whoop, not first mark. I just love this sentiment because it just says best friend ever. All right. And then you can tie this up so that it's all ready for the recipient. You might have to put, whoops, I needed to make that flat. You need to make sure, like you tell them, go ahead and unfold it, and then they hopefully will get it how to do it right, or better yet, deliver it by hand. All right, so we have that. Now we just have to do the inside. And that needs Fairy Vanilla. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and stamp down here. Cute. Oh, got black on there. Cute. Little pot here, and we're going to do leaves. And I try to get the leaves to go on both sides. Okay, so there we got that, and then we're just going to color it, and this time I'm going to use the petal pink. Now, if you ever like make a mistake, you just get one of the black markers and you can finish that. But I'm not worried about it. I just wanted to give you guys the gist of all this. All right. All right, and then we're just going to color this with Old Olive. And I always try to get it to be dark where they overlap, so it looks more like a shadow. And I do the lines, not all of them. Oh, right there. All right. Then I come in with my light and go back over it all. Now I'm not so worried about the like the dark, so I'm going over the whole dark this time just to be a little faster. There, what do you think? Let me hold it up so you can see. Isn't that cute? So we're gonna go ahead and put some adhesive on that and then we're done. Next week I will be live and I'm gonna attempt something difficult, but when I showed my girls last night when we were having a class, they all, so I'm hoping that you will like it too and that I can have it be a nice surprise. All right, so that's it. Make sure that you subscribe and like, and I will see you on Thursday. Thank you.